There is a lot of career neuroses in that
100%.
when you're a part of this trilogy, the Lord of the Rings,
Sure.
and you know, and you're a young guy and you get it.
Yeah.
You could even get deluded into thinking, oh, this is easy.
Yeah.
I mean, this is showbiz. I got this thing down.
Exactly. Oh, this is how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
I mean, I walk out of drama school into Lord of the Rings and I'm like, oh, wait. And then I'm doing Black Hawk Down with Ridley Scott. This is how it is.
Like, this is not that hard.
This is, I mean, listen. I mean, not that it's not that hard, because it was an incredible, I mean, it was a run like nothing. You know what I mean? Like, I had a run like, I don't think anybody, you know what I mean?
Well, your first job.
I did Troy, and I remember turning up to Cannes and seeing Brad Pitt. And he goes, how are you? And I said, oh, I'm in doing Kingdom of Heaven with Ridley Scott in Morocco. So they just flew me over, and he was like, wow, man, never seen a run like it. And I was like, I didn't really know what he was talking about until now. I know what he meant. I mean, I had this huge run. I was like,
because you know, as an actor, as much as you can read a script and think, oh, this is going to be a great film and this and that, you can't always predict if a film is going to.
I didn't know anything. What are you talking about? I didn't know anything in my 20s. I mean, I didn't want to do Troy because I felt like Paris didn't represent what I saw as a man, whatever, in my idea of what a man should be.
What was the movie you almost turned down after Lord of the Rings?
Pirates.
Pirates, yeah.
I was like, who wants to do a movie about a Disney pirate ride? You know, and pirate movies hadn't worked up.
Who told you to do it? There was an actor.
Jeffrey Rush.
Right.
I was working with Heath Ledger in Australia on a movie called Ned Kelly. So he was playing Ned Kelly, I was playing Joe Byrne, and we're doing this movie.
He was some actor, huh?
Oh.
You've worked with some great people.
Yeah, he was a great guy.
So you're working with him.
Anyway, and I'm like, we're playing these rough and tough guys in the outback in Australia, you know, and I was like, and then I get this call about it, and I was like, wow, it's pirate. Who wants to do a pirate movie? And what's that about? And then Jeffrey Rush said, you know, this is a great part for you. You should really take it seriously. And then I was told, and I don't know how I'd heard about it, but then Johnny was like, Johnny was like, heard about it and signed into it.
Did you turn down the role of Batman?
It wasn't like I didn't get an offer. I met with Christopher Nolan on that role, and he had this other script called Key to the Streets, which I loved. And that was where my head was at. I'd done Pirates. I needed to do something that was small and intimate and force me to show other aspects of my character. And the idea of playing Batman, another huge, you know, iconic star, big, you know, being a cog in a wheel on a very big production.
Machine, yeah.
I just looked at him and I was like, dude, man, I just need to, you know, go do theater. I need to, you know what I mean? Like
Really?
You know,
I think he would have been terrific.
I think Christian Bale is one of the greatest actors of all time. And, you know.
I thought he was a great Batman.
He was amazing. And by the way, the only thing is like, I really am a director's guy, you know, like we all are, I suppose, when you're actors, but Chris Nolan, does it get much better than that? You know, there's a few directors.
That's
but
what
when
I'm
you
saying.
saw that Batman with what, you know, Heath did with the Joker and stuff, I was like, oh man, you know, it would have been.
Was there regret? Like, hey, I should have maybe pushed for this?
In retrospect, there's no regret, because what am I going to do? But in retrospect, like, would I like to have had somebody go, hey, listen, you know, but like at that time in my life, I really literally couldn't see the wood for the trees. My head was spinning. I was just like, you know, I was like trying to desperately just to kind of get oxygen, because it's like really the air's really thin.
Because I think I understand, because the Orlando Bloom trajectory in Hollywood was like on fire after Lord of the Rings to go do Pirates. Was Johnny?
Well, I was doing press from one. If I wasn't doing a movie, I was doing press for a movie, and you know, like people don't mention Black Hawk Down was a very successful movie.
That
Troy
too.
was a very successful.
Yes.
The cast of Troy, like Elizabethtown with Cameron Crowe, which didn't work, but was, you know, Tom Cruise produced it, Kirsten Dunst. I mean, it was like I was in that. I was on a treadmill of all the movies that people were like talking about.